Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari. Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivardhari. Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivardhari. Yashodanandana Braja Jana Ranjana. 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 Yamuna Tira Vanachari. Yamuna Tira Vanachari. Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari. Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Na Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. जय राधा कालचंदी राधा कालचंदी राधे जय राधा गोविंद राधा गोविंद राधे जय गौरनिताय 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 जय गौरनिताय जय जगन्नाथ जय जगन्नाथ जय बलदेवा जय सुभद्रा जय जय प्रभुपाद 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 जय जय प्रभुपाद ऐसी भक्तिदान स्वामी श्रील प्रभुपाद की। ओम अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरुवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपः कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकम्। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरोः श्रीयुतापदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगना रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधाकृष्णपादान् सहगना ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णवरिष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्तस्वामिनिति नामिने। नमस्ते सरस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशतारिणे। हे कृष्ण करुणा सिंधो दीनबंधु जगत्पते गोपेशा गोपिका कांता राधा कांता नमस्तुते। तप्त कांचन गौरांगी श्री राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौरभक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। वंशाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्यश्च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। अनंत कोटि वैष्णव की श्लोकपाठ की जाए। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। Hare Krishna. Welcome to Srimad Bhagavatam class. My name is Ashwini Kumar. We are reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 10, Chapter 5. The chapter is entitled as The Meeting of Nand Maharaj and Vasudeva. So we have to go through, from text 1 to text 18. Do you have mobile by any chance? You have mobile to read? We don't have a display today, so we can read in turns. So this is Canto 10, chapter 5. So I will read text 1 to 2 and then we can read in turns. Sukadeva Goswami said, Nand Maharaj was naturally very magnanimous, and when Lord Krishna appeared as his son, he was overwhelmed with jubilation. Therefore, after bathing and purifying himself and dressing himself properly, he invited Brahmanas who knew how to recite Vedic mantras. After having these qualified Brahmanas recite auspicious Vedic hymns, he arranged to have the Vedic birth ceremony celebrated for his newborn child, according to the rules and regulations, and he also arranged for worship of the demigods and forefathers. So Nandotsav is going on here. Krishna has taken incarnation. Text 3.
Nanda Maharaj gave 2 million cows, completely decorated with cloth and jewels, in charity to the Brahmanas. He also gave them 7 hills of grain, covered with jewels and with cloth decorated with golden embroidery.
O king, by the passing of time, land and other material possessions are purified. By bathing, the body is purified, and by being cleansed, unclean things are purified. By purificatory ceremonies, birth is purified. By austerity, the senses are purified. And by worship and charity offered to the Brahmins, material possessions are purified. By satisfaction, the mind is purified. And by self-realization, or Krishna consciousness, the soul is purified.
Text 5.
The Brahmanas recited auspicious Vedic hymns, which purified the environment by their vibration. The experts in reciting old histories like the Puranas, the experts in reciting the histories of royal families, and general reciters all chanted, while singers sang and many kinds of musical instruments like bheris and dundubis played in accompaniment.
Rajapura, the residence of Nanda Maharaj, was fully decorated with varieties of
Festoons
and flags, and in different places gates were made with varieties of flower garlands, pieces of clothes and mango leaves. The courtyards, the gate near the roads, and everything within the room of the houses were perfectly swept and washed with water.
The cows, the bulls, and the calves were thoroughly smeared with a mixture of turmeric and oil, mixed with varieties of minerals. Their heads were backened with peacock feathers, and they were garlanded and covered with cloth and golden ornaments.
O King Parikshit, the cowherd men dressed very opulently with valuable ornaments and garments such as coats and turbans. Decorated in this way and carrying various presentations in their hands, they approached the house of Nanda Maharaj.
The Gopi wives of the cowherd man were very pleased to hear that Mother Yashoda had given birth to a son, and they began to decorate themselves very nicely with proper dresses, ornaments, black ointment for the eyes, and so on. Text 10.
Their lotus-like faces, extraordinarily beautiful, being decorated with saffron and newly grown kunkuma, the wives of the cowherd men hurried to the house of Mother Yashoda with presentations in their hands. Because of natural beauty, the wives had full hips and full breasts, which moved. They hurried along. As they hurried along.
Next, text 11.
In the ears of the gopis were brilliantly polished jeweled earrings, and from their necks hung metal lockets. Their hands were decorated with bangles, their dresses were of varied colors, and from their hair flowers fell onto the street like showers. Thus, while going to the house of Maharaj Nanda, the gopis, their earrings, breasts, and garlands moving, were brilliantly beautiful.
12.
Text 12. Offering blessings to the newborn child, Krishna, the wives and daughters of the cowherd men said, "May you become the king of Raja and long maintain all its inhabitants." They sprinkled a mixture of turmeric powder, oil, and water upon the birthless Supreme Lord and offered their prayers.
Now that the all-pervading unlimited Lord Krishna, the master of the cosmic manifestation, had arrived within the estate of Maharaj Nanda, various types of musical instruments resounded to celebrate the great festival.
In gladness, the cowherd men enjoyed the great festival by splashing one another's bodies with a mixture of curd, condensed milk, butter, and water. They threw butter on one another and smeared it on one another's bodies.
The great-minded Maharaj Nanda gave clothing, ornaments, and cows in charity to the cowherd men in order to please Lord Vishnu. Thus he improved the condition of his own son in all respects. He distributed charity to the Sutas, the Magadhas, and the Vandis, the men of all other professions, according to their educational qualifications, and satisfied everyone's desires.
Yeah, two more, text 17 and text 18.
The most favorite Rohini, the mother of Baladev, was honored by Nanda Maharaj and Yashoda, and thus she also dressed gorgeously and decorated herself with a necklace, a garland, and other ornaments. She was busy wandering here and there to receive the women who were guests at the festival.
Text 18. O Maharaj Parikshit, the home of Nanda Maharaj is eternally the abode of the Supreme Personality of Godhead and his transcendental qualities, and is therefore always naturally endowed with the opulence of all wealth. Yet, beginning from Lord Krishna's appearance there, it became the place for the pastimes of the goddess of fortune. Now we'll go through text 7, which is the focus test today. Text 7. Gavo virsha vatsatara Haridra telarushita Vichitra dhatu bahasrag Vastra kanchan malina Gavo vrishavat Haridra telarushita Vichitra dhatu barhashrag Vastra kanchana malina Gavo vrishabhatsatra Haridra telarushita Vichitra dhatu barhasrag Vastra kanchana malina. Vagavo vrisha vasatra Haridra telarushita Vichitra dhatu barhasra Vastra kancana malina Gavo vrisha vasatra Haridra telarushita Vichitra dhatu barhasra Vastra Kanjanmalina. Word meanings. Gavaha, the cows. Vrishaha, the bulls. Vatsatraha, the calves. Haridra, with a mixture of turmeric. Tela, and oil. Rushita, the entire body is smeared. Vichitra, decorated varieties of. Dhatu, colored minerals. Barhasrak, peacock feather garlands. Vastra, clothes. Kanchan, golden ornaments. Malina, being decorated with garlands. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki jai. The cows, the bulls, and the calves were thoroughly smeared with a mixture of turmeric and oil, mixed with varieties of minerals. Their heads were bedecked with peacock feathers, and they were garland and covered with cloth and golden ornaments. Purport: the Supreme Personality of Godhead is instructed in Bhagavad Gita 18.44, Krishi Go Raksha Vanigyam Vaishya Karma Swabhavajam. Farming, cow protection, and trade are the qualities of work for the Vaishyas. Nanda Maharaj belonged to the Vaishya community, the agriculturalist community. How to protect the cows and how rich this community was are explained in these verses. We can hardly imagine that cows, bulls, and calves could be cared for so nicely and decorated so well with clothes and valuable golden ornaments. How happy they were. As described elsewhere in the Bhagavatam, during Maharaj Yudhishthir's time, the cows were so happy that they used to muddy the pasturing ground with milk. This is Indian civilization. Yet in the same place, India, Bharatvarsh, how much people are suffering by giving up the Vedic way of life and not understanding the teachings of Bhagavad Gita. Hare Krishna. So, yeah. Few days back, one devotee was sharing this with me. He was telling that a devotee went to a program. It was a program of new people. It was not like Srimad Bhagavatam class, This was a program for new people. And as a habit, he said that I have been given this topic to speak. And so I will try to speak, and even though I am not very qualified, I'll try to serve. Someone in the audience, he said, oh, that's okay, even if you are not qualified, no problem, you can call someone else. He can speak. So, since I heard it, I am very fearful to even say this. Anyway, the point here is why a new person said it. He said it very innocently. No, he didn't say it in a very challenging way. He just said it. If you are not qualified, you can call someone else. So the question is why he said so. Why a new person is saying that it's okay, you can call someone else. Right? It's a genuine thing. If you are not qualified, you can call someone else. What's wrong in it? What's wrong? And there's nothing wrong. Right? He said it very innocently. He said, okay, it's okay. You don't have to feel very embarrassed about it. Call someone else. So we see that he was not understanding the mood of the speaker. Correct? The mood of the speaker is not being understood. That's why he said so. So similarly, if you see when we read scriptures, if we read them very scholarly, it's good to read scriptures very scholarly, thoroughly. The more important part is that bhav, that the mood of devotion. Mood of devotion. For example, if you see in Srimad Bhagavatam 4th canto, when Dhruv Maharaj is going back home, back to Godhead, from Vaikuntha, Vishnu doots come in Vaikuntha to take him back to Godhead. So Prabhupada is writing in the purport. He's saying that even though I'm not very qualified, but I am running this Krishna conscious movement with the hope that I will get one disciple who will take me back to Godhead. Right? So as a devotee, when we'll read this, we have a different mood. We'll see, oh my God, Prabhupada is so humble. Correct? You see, it's a straight line. He's saying, I am not qualified. Sometimes I think I can get one disciple who can take me also back to Godhead. Like Dhruv Maharaj took his mother. But the inner feeling only devotees can understand. A new person will read, he will say, okay, Prabhupada was not qualified. He was creating these disciples with the hope that they will take him. So when we gather together to have Krishna Katha, the objective is to share, to have that, to share that loving devotion that we have for Krishna and inspire each other. So many songs. For example, I was hearing this song. Narottam Das Thakur says, Goranga karuna karo dinahi na jani Mosama patita prabhu nahi tribhuvane. He's saying, my dear Lord Goranga, in entire 3 words, there is no fallen soul like me. I am most fallen. I am most fallen. And you are Patit Pavan. You have this responsibility to liberate the fallen souls. And I am the most fallen. Because I am most fallen, I am most qualified also to gain your mercy. And if you will not do this, it means you are not justifying to your name. So when he says, I am most qualified because I am most fallen, doesn't mean he is actually most fallen. He is pure devotee. He is different. But if we read like literally, then it's like, okay, Narottam Das Thakur is most fallen. The mood is, Bhaktivinoda Thakur says, Amara Jivan Sadapaperat Nahira Punyaralesh. Amara Jivan Sadapaperat. He's saying, my entire life is full of sins. What? Bhaktivinoda Thakur? You are saying? Saying, Amara Jivan Sada Paperat. My entire life is full of sins. Nahira Punyaralesh. I have not done even a minute pious activity in my life. Most sinful. So if we don't understand the mood, we will not be able to relish this devotion to the Lord. So when we come together in these classes like this, it is to share our love, our realizations for Krishna, to inspire each other. So when we are reading this canto where Vasudev and Nanda Maharaj is meeting, we see the ecstasy that they both are experiencing, talking about the incarnation of Krishna. So we nourish these things in hearing and sharing these pastimes. And this is our life. Shravanam, that's the first most thing. I was hearing this pastime few days back. So one time, and this shows the importance of hearing from the lotus mouth of pure devotees. So there was a time when Krishna was in Dwarka. He moved Dwarka and he was living there. And then in Vrindavan you had all the gopis. 24/7, they are always fully Krishna conscious, crying for Krishna. So one time a thief comes in Vrindavan. And he goes each house very secretly. Enters in one house and he sees there is something very secretly kept. Lightweight, something very secretly kept in a small bag. Then he thinks, oh, must be very valuable item. He picks it and then keep it and then secretly goes into another house. There also he finds something kept very secretly. Small bag. He says, okay. He pick it, keep it in his pocket and move to the next house. Like that he goes, every house he finds something kept very secretly in a small envelope or small bag or something. He keeps gathering all of them, collecting all of them, and then he goes to the Yamuna river, bank of the Yamuna river, and very excitedly he wants to see what is in there. So he was expecting some gold items, some very valuable jewelry or something he was expecting, right? So he start opening them. What he gets, So he opens one small bag. He gets peacock feather. Very disappointed. No, he was not expecting that, right? Like, what is this? Cheated me. Then he opens the next bag. Broken flute. What? It was kept like someone safely keeps his jewelry. So he was like, my God, okay. Then third item, some dust. Ankles. What is this? He utterly disappointed. He's utterly disappointed. Who keeps all these items? He says, this is very disappointing. And these gopis are cheating me. I will scold them tomorrow when there will be no man around and they will come to Yamuna river. I scold them, I will teach them a lesson. When I will scold them so heavily, they will shiver. And next time they will forget to do anything like that with any other thief in future. So next day, all the gopis are coming. In the Viraya Bhav of Krishna, gopis had forgotten even themselves, their own body also. They were walking, all the gopis coming on Yamuna bank, crying for Krishna, talking about Krishna. They were talking how Krishna used to tease them. The discussions are, Krishna Katha is going on all the time. So he finds the good opportunity. He says, okay, there is no man around. Now it is the time to confront them, talk to them. He appears in front of them and he says, how dare you? And all the gopis are like, what's going on? Who are you? He said that I'm here to teach you a lesson. He said, but who are you? We don't know you. Then he started throwing all the stuff. He says, what is this? What is this? Who kept this? What is this dust kept so securely? What is this peacock feather? And as he was throwing, gopis were like, the remembrance of Krishna became more and more and more and strong. So they started grabbing all the stuff. And that's another shock for his life. First shock he got when he collected all the stuff. And another shock is now when he saw that gopis are going crazy for peacock feather, dust and flute. And what's going on? He's like, what's happening? He became more confused. Then he said, whose stuff is this? Then Gopi said, you don't know him? No, I really don't know. Whose stuff is this? Why are you being so mad about this stuff? What happened to you? Then says, you should be knowing whose stuff is this. Why? Because you and he are in the same profession. He is a thief, you are a thief. Same profession. You should be knowing him. People in the same profession should know each other. He says, what's his name? His name is Krishna. Krishna? I have never heard any person named Krishna thief. Can you tell me something more about him? That's an austerity actually. For a pure devotee to speak about Krishna, it's austerity. Because as soon as they will speak, the heart which is already filled with so much love for Krishna will come out of their eyes in the form of tears. So this is an austerity for a pure devotee. As soon as they say Krishna, immediately the heart starts crying. It's an austerity. But then it's an ecstasy also. There is austerity, there is ecstasy. So then one devotee starts, and the one gopi starts telling all the pastimes of Krishna, how he used to come and steal butter. One after another, one after another, one after another. All the pastimes, how Krishna will come and steal butter. Then next day he came to my house, he did this. Next day he went to that house, did this. How he used to steal butter. And as you are hearing the pastime, he was crying. He will cry, gopis will cry. He will cry more, gopis will cry more. Completely purified. Now there are one more river is flowing. There is Yamuna river flowing, and there is another river starts flowing. This is the river of tears of love of Krishna. Two rivers are flowing now. And one gopi will take one pastime when her throat will choked up, then another gopi will speak, another gopi will speak, it's going on. And he was not tired, and then gopis were not tired to tell him. Then he says, I want to meet him when he will come back. Tell me the address. I want to meet him when he will come back home. Then what would gopis tell? Because that time Krishna was living in Dwarka. When would Krishna come back? I want to see and meet him. I'm desperate. Please tell me. What would gopis say? They had no answer. He said, oh, yeah, I know I'm a thief. I am very contaminated. I will not go in front of Krishna. I will just hide behind a tree, and from standing behind a tree, I will just have his darshan. I just want to meet him once. Just once. I'll just have his darshan. That's all. Please tell me when he will come back. Then gopis were silent. He said, please, I'm begging. Please help me. Gopi says, you are a beggar. Yes, I am a beggar. Please tell me. Then you are not very intelligent. Because a beggar does not ask anything from another beggar. You are a beggar, we are a beggar. We don't know. We cannot help you. We also looking for Krishna. Where is he? He's in Dwarka. Oh, he says in Dwarka, I will go to Dwarka and meet him. The desire to meet Krishna was very intense. Like, I'll go and meet him. Any message that you have? No, we don't have any message. No message. Just tell him he's come as soon as possible, but we know he will come. So nothing special message. He knows our heart. He goes to Dwarka. He goes to Dwarka and meet Krishna. And then he says that I came to know about you from, and he's crying. He had darshan of Krishna. He said, I came to know about you from gopis. Gopis told me. And then Krishna gets into samadhi. He starts thinking about gopis. And then Krishna is also crying. And he's also crying. That's a Gaudiya Vaishnavism, is a crying school. Gaur Govind Maharaj used to say, isn't it? Crying school. So then he says that he should go back to Vrindavan. Krishna says, yes, you're right. I should go back to Vrindavan. And then he says that I have made a decision. Yes, what is your decision? I made a decision. I will no more thief. I will leave this stealing thing that I do. Krishna says, yes. One thief is enough for Vrindavan. That one thief was enough for Vrindavan. Hearing. I spoke about this past time because I wanted to share this about hearing the thief when he hears the pastime of Krishna from the lotus mouth of pure devotees, gopis, completely purified. He comes back to the bank of Yamuna and starts waiting for the same Nandanandan to come back. That's the bhav we are looking for. And this bhav is what is protected by Krishna for the devotees. When Krishna says in 9th chapter, Yoga Shema Vahamaham, this bhav is protected by the devotees. So that's the promise of Krishna, when he says that Yoga Shami Vahamaham, I protect this bhav. If someone, a new devotee coming, paying obeisances to Krishna, immediately Krishna is taking the guarantee. This yoga, that this connection that you have with me is what I'll protect. Shri Shri Radha Kalachan Ji ki. So this bhav is protected. Yes, to increase this bhav, sometime he gives, sometime he takes. But the ultimate objective is to protect this bhav of the devotee, to increase this bhav of the devotee. He protects the devotees. But when devotee is protected, his bhav is increased. Krishna protected me. Then he starts chanting more, the devotion, the ecstasy increases. And sometimes he takes away everything. Because when something goes, people become more detached and then they become closer to Krishna. So ultimate objective of Krishna is to increase devotion of the devotee, to protect as much devotion he has and to give him everything needed to increase his devotion. Like today we see in many countries the devotees are chastised, even killed also. Correct? We think, oh, why this is happening? Krishna is not protecting, but that's not the promise he did. The ultimate promise is spiritual. If we see in Mahabharata war, Krishna is asking one pure devotee to kill another pure devotee. Correct, na? You see? Krishna is asking Arjuna to kill Bhishma. Krishna is asking Arjuna to kill Bhishma. To the extent when Krishna says Arjuna, when Krishna feels that Arjuna is little reluctant to kill, he says, okay, you want to kill, I will kill. Right? He takes the wheel and then I will kill him. And none of them, even Arjuna could have said, my dear Krishna, just before few days back, you spoke Bhagavad Gita and you said you will protect, now you yourself are killing. But that's not the promise he did. And when he jumps from the chariot to kill Bhishma, then Bhishma is not saying, no, please don't kill me, right? If we read his prayers, Mahabharata and then Srimad Bhagavatam, when Bhishma is on an arrow bed, if we look at the picture that Prabhupada disciples have made, then Bhishma is saying, yes, Krishna, please come, kill me. Let the world see you can kill your devotees also. Please come. Please come. The devotion for Krishna is increasing so much. Bhishma is saying, when he's on an arrow bed, he's remembering. He's saying, I am such a rascal, Krishna. Oh my God, Bhishma, you? You are a Mahajan. No. I am not devotee. In the Mahabharata war, when I was shooting arrow on Arjuna, my arrows like within second thousands of arrows. And by the time Arjun will protect himself from one or two arrows, he could have been killed. But all those arrows will be taken on his chest by Krishna. Krishna will take all those arrows on his chest. So I am very fallen because I heard Krishna. I am not a devotee. And by saying that only, he was getting into that ecstasy. How Krishna protects his devotees. Right? And he's not thinking, my dear Krishna, you killed me? He's not saying that. He's feeling the devotion for Krishna more and more and more, how he is protecting devotees. And similarly, Kunti Devi and Arjuna, they are feeling the ecstasy that how Krishna protected them. Even though so many turbulences were there in their life, Krishna was always there with them. That's the yoga sheme vahameham is what Krishna is promising. That Your yoga, your connection with me, I will always protect. In fact, I will give you all the facilities to increase your devotion, whatever is lacking in your life. So sometimes he gives, sometimes he takes, but the whole overall objective is to protect this. Shri Shri Radha Kalachan ji ki. So as Krishna take incarnation in this life, this is what happens. Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, in my daily classes we are on this chapter 4, and yesterday only we were reading this text 8, 7 and 8. Yada yada hi dharmasya, very famous shloka, Yada yada hi dharmasya glanir bhavti bharata abhyuthanam adharmasya tadatmanam sajamiham. So Krishna says, Yada yada hi dharmasya. Wherever there is decline in religion, I will come. Wherever means irrespective of yuga, means time. Any time, decline in religion, I will come. Predominance of irreligion, I will come. Yada yada. Which means he came in Satya Yuga, he came in Treta, Dwapar, Kali Yuga, whenever. I will come. But why would you come? Paritranaya sadhuna. Vinashaya chatushkritam. I will come to protect my devotees. Vinashaya chatushkritam. To miscreants, to kill the miscreants, I will come. I will come to protect my devotees. But what protection? They have to anyway die. This body is temporary. This body is temporary. Are you coming to protect their wealth, their body, or their relatives? What? I am coming to protect their devotion, their love for me. Prabhupada is writing in the purport, the prime purpose of Krishna's incarnation is to satisfy their unalloyed devotees. In the purport Prabhupada is writing, is concluding that. Because he can protect the devotees while sitting in his Vaikuntha planet. He can just send some small coronavirus, kill Kansa, Hiranyakashipu. It's not a very big thing. But just to have these loving exchanges is coming. Because he loves his devotees so much. I was reading this pastime when Lord Ram is in the forest, and then Bharat comes to know that my dear brother Lord Ram has gone to forest, and he went because of me. I am the very reason because of which my dear Lord is suffering, is having hard time in the forest. He starts crying. So while he is going on the way to meet Lord Ram, while he is going to meet Lord Ram, his heart is crying in remembrance of the Lord. He is thinking how Lord Ram used to protect him since childhood, how he will give all his love to him. He is remembering that, and his heart is crying, and then his eyes are filled with tears. And seeing so much love that he had, the stones were melting, trees were crying, and earth became softened. So much love. So when Indra saw this, Indra was like, oh, that's not good. That's not very appreciative. What's happening then? We devotees will enjoy this. We're like, oh wow, that's Bharat, very advanced. All of us will relish their Bharat. Such a love for Lord. But Indra was like, no, that's not good. Why it's not good? What's wrong with it? He says so much love that he has for Lord Ram. When he will go to Lord Ram he will immediately say, Bharat, please do not cry. I am coming with you to Ayodhya. And if he'll go to Ayodhya, who will kill all these demons? So he said, I will do all in my power so that Bharat does not reach Lord Ram. I will block his way some way or other. Probably I will shower big rain or something. I don't know, but I will do something. Brihaspati comes to know, his guru. He comes to know, my dear disciple is not on the right path. He's going to commit an offense against a pure devotee. Not good. So that time he stops him. He says, no, don't do this. You don't know the nature of Lord Ram. He will not take any offense against him, but he will take all offenses against his devotees. Don't do that. So I would like to read. I love this thing. He says, Sunu Suresh Raghu Nath Subhau Nij Aparadh Risi Hum Na Kau. He says that Lord Raghunath's nature, I will tell you, he will not take any offense against him. So you should not disturb Bharat. You commit one offense and then you don't know where he will throw you. One time Indra's son, then Brihaspati ji is reminding him that your son Jayant did the same mistake. Actually, Jayant also wanted to test Lord Ram. So he bit on the lotus feet of Mata Sita in the form of a crow. His son Jayant came in the form of a crow, bite on the lotus feet of Sita and ran away. Flew away. Then Lord Ram shoot an arrow, and he was running in all the three words like Durvasa Muni. He found shelter nowhere. Then Narad Muni said, Jayant, you can never be protected if you are offending a devotee. Go and ask for forgiveness from Mata Sita and Lord Ram. Then he did so, and then he was forgiven. So similarly, Brihaspati ji is also teaching Bharata. So Paritranaya Sadhunam. Krishna loves his devotees. Paritranaya Sadhunam. Vinashaya cha dushkartam. And the main purpose is to have those exchanges, loving exchanges with his devotees. And that's the reason Krishna has taken incarnation in Vrindavan. In fact, before his incarnation, all these old gop cowherd people, they gathered and they had a meeting with Nanda Maharaj and Yashoda. They said, you have no son. We need a king. You have no son who will run this Vrindavan community that we have. And you are old, so what to do? And they said, okay, we'll discuss and do something about it, we'll see. So Yashoda Maya and Nanda Maharaj are discussing. So Yashoda Maya is telling that even though I do not have very strong desire, but I want to share something with you. Oh, what's that? Since last many days, a bluish boy is coming in my dream. Very attractive. He has a peacock feather and he has a yellow garment. Very naughty. Very naughty. Nanda Maharaj, he has some blackish yes. Little blackish complexion. Oh, how is it possible? The same boy is coming in my dream also. And then they start talking. He does this? Yes. All this. Then Yashoda Maya says, if at all, Lord Narayan wants to give me a son, then I want that boy. That peacock feather boy. Then Nanda Maharaj says that, oh, you said my heart. I have the same feeling. I need that boy. Because when he walks on the earth, when I am having a dream and I see him walking on the earth, feels like entire earth is dancing. All the living entities are so happy. My heart, hey Lord Narayan, please bless us with that boy. And then we see this pastime that we are hearing here. Nandotsav is going on, So everybody comes to know that, okay, Nand Maharaj has a son. many brahmanas are invited, so many donation is given to them in charity, so much charity is being given, billions and billions of cows and garments. There's a long description in Garg Samhita also how those festivals that festival is being celebrated. So we have Vrash Bhanu and Kirtida. They are coming, sitting on a elephant. And all the cowherd boys having mustache and beard, they have big bullock cart. And in that bullock cart, young cowherd boys are also coming. All of them have milk and curd and yogurt and ghee with them to give as a gift. And then gopis are also coming, decorating themselves. Even demigods also came. So it was very crowded. There's a big festival going on. And then these old cowherd people, they are giving blessings to the boy. May Lord Narayan protect him. May Lord Narasimha protect him. And they are saying, Nand Maharaj, you are very, very, very blessed. Because your child is very, very attractive. And when you will have him in your lap, and this Nandan will play in the courtyard, then we will be very happy. And Nand Maharaj is saying, oh, who am I? I am just your obedient servant. It's all by your blessings. Similarly, old ladies, they are meeting Yashoda Maya. They are giving blessings. And these ladies are saying, congratulations, boy is very beautiful. And one of the old ladies are saying, take care of him nicely, okay? Otherwise, jokingly. And Yashoda Maya will say, no, he is your child. You only have to protect him and give all his love. He's your child. It's not my child. He's your child. The big Mahotsav going on. And all the young cowherd boys, they were throwing curd and butter on each other. It was a mud filled with milk and oil and curd and butter. Anyway, so sorry I took a long time. It's already 8:35. Let's stop here. Is there anything anyone wants to share? Have any realizations? Yes.
Hare Krishna. It was a nice class, bro. Thank you. Especially I like the point where you emphasize how Lord doesn't take offenses against himself, but he takes offenses against his devotees. And when you narrated this story of Mother Sita, I think Valmiki Ramayana talks about how Jayanta actually became lusty looking at Mother Sita, and he starts pecking at her chest, and she starts bleeding, and that was his grievous offense actually. But just see the magnanimity of Lord Ram. He begged forgiveness, Jayanta begged forgiveness, and Mother Sita forgave, and he also kind of spared his life, but then he lost one of his eyes.
Yeah. Thank you for sharing this, bro. Thanks so much. Okay, this one.
Thank you for nice class, Prabhu.
No.
I like the point you were highlighting how Krishna says, when he says Yogakshema Vahamyaham,
Yeah.
that he is protecting our relationship with him. So that was a nice realization. I was thinking we always feel like, I'm suffering so much, or somebody is suffering so much. Why? They're pure devotee and they're going through so much. But why Krishna is not protecting? But Krishna's protection is at the soul level and not at the material bodily comfort. So thank you for emphasizing that point.
Thank you. Okay. Srila Prabhupada ki Jai Gaur Premanande.